The Commodification of Obesity by Elena Chen. Google obesity. You'll find definitions, statistics, medical tips, but most of all, you'll see warnings. The New York Times found that 81% of 10-year-olds are afraid of being fat. This fear has become so prevalent that it even has a name, and being obese is now considered a disease. This has instigated a continent-wide moral panic. Big pharma, medical professionals, and the government are using this moral panic to make a profit. This critical analysis of the obese body reveals how and why such bodies have been commodified, with particular focus on the underprivileged and oppressed, who are the target demographic markets. Obesity was not always considered a disease. In 1985, a pediatrician named William Dietz presented the CDC with a series of slides. They show a map of the United States and their percentage of obese people with the colors red and blue. As more and more states turn, it appears as though an infection is spreading. These slides went viral in 2000, and this is how obesity became an epidemic. Here are some important facts to note. The average American has only gained between 8 and 12 pounds over the past 20 years. In 1998, the cutoff for obesity changed from over 27 BMI to 25 BMI. Dietz's map shows percentage of obesity, not percentage of disease that came from obesity, and the size of the state does not reflect its population size. Diet and exercise may seem like the logical answer to the obesity problem, but healthy lifestyle choices are not accessible to everyone. It is unlikely for a person who earns a low income to be able to afford or find local healthy food, especially if they have a family to feed. Yoga classes and gym memberships are expensive, and a free, safe, conducive outdoor space to exercise in is not always a guarantee, not to mention the cost of activewear. This proves that the middle class consumes fitness as part of a lifestyle, while the working class is socially and spatially excluded from infrastructure and facilities that promote health. The problem is that obesity is condensed in these low-income rural areas. The government had two options: fix the social structures, which would be costly and potentially fail, or work with the weight loss industry to sell a quick fix to the obese population, which would generate money. This is how obesity was commodified. While selling diet and exercise plans, the weight loss industry is looking for the miracle diet pill. It would suppress hunger without any side effects, and the best part is that anyone taking it would likely be a customer for life. This miracle pill would allow the public to be thin without changing their lifestyle, perfect for communities who may not have time, money, or resources to lose weight the healthy way. The literature shows that diet pills work short-term, but in the end the customer gains all, if not more, weight back. This keeps a constant demand for new and improved products, so the obese, low-income population stays overweight and financially burdened. Due to the fact that obesity is considered a disease and is associated with the lower class and comes with a stigma, the obese population is perceived as low-income, lazy, undisciplined, and lacking self-respect. No other group in society is discriminated against so blatantly. This is only considered acceptable because obesity is seen as preventable. If we weren't so lazy and cheap, perhaps we wouldn't be overweight, even though it is often social structures that make and keep people overweight. Women are particularly affected by this stigma. One study showed that overweight women were seen as less capable at work, seen as having less academic achievement, were less likely to have dated someone in the past 6 months, whereas men who were overweight were not perceived this way. This fat phobia is heavily perpetuated in the media. TLC has at least 4 shows revolving around weight. Our society has a sick, scopophilic obsession with weight. Perpetuating fat phobia gives the non-overweight person something to strive for while reassuring them that they are at least ahead of someone by being a good consumer. While it may seem logical that fat shaming would scare the public into being thin and therefore healthy, it actually has the opposite effect. A study out of UCLA showed that young girls who were told they were fat gained weight in adulthood, whereas girls who were told they were fine the way they were maintained or lost weight. Analyzing the obese body has made it clear that the appearance of fat as a measurement of health is highly inappropriate. Therefore, medicalizing the obese body is solely for the benefit of our neoliberal society. Fat phobia and medicalizing the obese body has done more harm than good and will continue to do so until we change the stigma attached to obesity. That will happen when everyone has the opportunity to live a healthy lifestyle, regardless of weight, location, or income. It is unlikely that the government will make any significant changes, as the weight loss industry makes billions of dollars every year. But until a change is made, the obese body will continue to be ostracized and the obesity epidemic will continue to do more harm than good.
created using Powtoon.